Do you remember that video of Trump handing out $100 at a store that went viral the other day? Well, it turns out that the family that Trump gave that $100 to just dropped a bombshell about Trump on Fox News. And they basically confirmed that, like a lot of people have been saying, this whole thing was a stunt that was staged with actors. And you won't believe just how much it was actually staged. So we'll get into all of those details here in a second, but first, let's talk about another time that Trump completely staged an event that was supposed to make him look good. So earlier this year, Trump made a campaign stop at a Chick-fil-A. And at the time, it just seemed like a normal campaign stop where he went in for some food on a whim.
Look at the way you hold. You like each other, right? I think that's very nice. Have a good time. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. So we'll order 30 milkshakes. We'll give them out to the people, and we'll take some for ourselves. Okay? Good. Thank you very much, everybody. Hello.
This has got a great American franchise, Chick-fil-A.
It is. It's a great franchise. The owner is a great man who is a member of one of my clubs, and he's fantastic. And yeah, they do very well. They're closed on Sunday.
The Lord's Chicken.
That's the Lord's Chicken. You're right. It's good chicken, too.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Get ready for a milkshake. You got plenty of them.
All right.
You got these good-looking guys. Huh?
This is an original from 2016.
Oh, I love this guy. I like that guy. Do you have a pen for me? Give me a good pen. That is the original,
From
huh?
2016, Cleveland.
You've been there from the beginning.
Absolutely, from the invention.
You knew what was happening.
Absolutely.
You got it. That's cool, man. What's your name?
Lawrence.
Come here, Lawrence. Let me get this pen out of here. Come here. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Yes, sir.
He understood long before the rest, right?
Mr. Trump, Shelley Winter. I talked to you.
But it turns out this was all completely staged, because a black conservative activist actually arranged Donald Trump's stop at this Chick-fil-A. Montgomery, a former Georgia Republican Party staffer who regularly coordinates events for HBU students, historically black college and university students, open to conservative ideas to meet with politicians and activists, says she was notified earlier in the week that Trump would visit Atlanta's Vine City neighborhood during his trip to host a high-dollar fundraiser in the city. She notified a private group chat of students she uses to coordinate events and job opportunities about the president's visit. She received immediate interest in appearing alongside him from around a dozen students. Quote, everyone got together at around 9:30 in the morning and walked over to the Chick-fil-A, and we sat there and waited until the president showed up, said Montgomery, who can be seen embracing the former president in multiple viral videos. Quote, it's really disheartening to see that the media makes it seem like we just stumbled into a Chick-fil-A and he bought us milkshakes. Yeah, that whole thing was completely staged, from his supposed spontaneous stop to the people who were there. And it's even funnier to me that Montgomery didn't want the narrative to be that Trump just did a good thing for random people. But that narrative looks better for Trump in general, so of course that's what the media went with. So now that we know that Trump has a history of staging campaign stops, let's take a look at this most recent stop where he handed out $100. Take a look at this bombshell that this family dropped on Fox News.
Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, Jenny, tell us a little bit about that. So your cousin owns that store, and the Trump team called up and said, hey, we would like to have a family at the checkout. Is that right?
Yes.
And what else did they tell you?
Not much other than we were hoping to have the opportunity to meet him, and the fact that he handed us $100 was a complete surprise.
Yeah, that family was not just some random family, it was a family that was related to the owner of the store. And sure, they didn't know that they'd get money for it, but this was still a very planned event that shows that Trump is incapable of just doing nice things spontaneously. And it's honestly not surprising given, one, how unpopular he is with the general public. He has to vet everyone that he comes in contact with to make it seem like he's more popular than he actually is. And two, because we have examples of what happens when you don't stage these kinds of events. Remember the whole donut stunt that completely backfired on JD Vance? It's no wonder why they want to make sure these look perfect, because there's already so much bad happening for Trump right now. They need to make it look like his campaign is not imploding from the inside. So I know for me personally, I want a president who actually cares about the American people and is okay with meeting strangers. If you need essentially paid actors to make it seem like you like the American people, clearly you don't. And why would I ever want to support someone that doesn't have my best interest in mind? Don't let Trump fool you. He has no care or love for everyday Americans.